This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash.
We are so happy to have you here. We got, of course, your today's trends and tomorrow's talks. Vince Gilligan, of course, creator of Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Great.
Sorry, I just realized I spit when I said yes.
Greatest TV show ever.
Sorry.
One of the best. Well,
One of the best.
He is also, he met Bryan Cranston when he was directing an episode
X-Files.
of X-Files. That's where he met, and so they kind of worked together. Well, Vince Gilligan, obviously a great writer.
Yeah.
He knows how to put a show together. He recently talked to the Writers Guild of America.
Okay.
And what he said kind of surprised a lot of people. He said, we need to get away from Walter White's as the main character. And he's telling that, he's like, we're getting into the place where, and Braden and I were talking about this earlier, is about how the anti-hero is everywhere now. If you think about it, like the Joker, Batman, it's like
Penguin,
the hero. The
yeah.
Penguin is another one. And he said we need to get back to people like, he used George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life and Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
He says there's none of that out there right
isn't.
now. So if you want something new, this is the route that you need to do. He acknowledged that there's a lot of appeal with people that you don't want to like, but we like them, like Walter White.
Yes.
He does some really bad things.
He would have had a good life without Skylar. Honestly.
Man, I'm totally going to agree with that. Don't get me going with all that. Was that whole dichotomy of that relationship?
Yes.
But she was there so the show could happen.
Yeah, she had to be there.
Yeah.
And and it's cyclical. Is that everybody liked Walter White? So then we saw the Batman movies, and I think I'm using Penguin because it was amazing.
It was amazing.
But I should not like the Penguin, and I thought it was such an awesome character that I shouldn't like, but I liked it.
But see, I find it interesting that he's saying that because even with the villains in shows, you have to show some sort of a softer side,
Human.
so that you're more wrapped into the whole storyline. Otherwise, if you make them a complete a-hole, then you don't care whether they get killed or not. So you have to have some kind of empathy and some kind of investment, even in the bad guys.
And
Movies. But I do agree that we do need a little bit more Andy Griffith and a lot less Joker.
Yeah, I think that's why Ted
Lasso.
I was going to call him Russo because I knew it Ted Russo. But Ted Lasso did so well.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yes,
people
you're right.
and it was refreshing to watch the
Yes.
show with a
That's
Ted
a
Lasso.
great point.
I think we probably need more of those Ted Lassos. It's interesting to see. I think we also want to go, why is this person the way he is? Because we're interested in him, and that's where we get out of the anti-heroes. It's like, why did they do bad?
And I think that's what they did remarkably well in The Penguin. They tried to show you how he became the Penguin, so that you have a little bit more empathy for him. But I do think
we shouldn't. He's a bad guy.
Exactly. But I do think the superhero movies are to blame for a lot of that.
And maybe with with this latest one with the Captain
Dying
America,
down,
it could be
well,
people a little bit of fatigue.
hope
I'll
so.
start hating the superhero.
When you hate the good
Yes,
guys.
that is true.
I'm a villain all the way.
Good point. All right, naming the world's best cuisine is sure to ruffle up some feathers. Travel guide Taste Atlas has actually put together a list after analyzing ratings from its users.
Okay.
Greece, Mediterranean food, took the top honors with a score of 4.6 out of 5 stars. A number of mouthwatering Greek dishes featured heavily in the high scoring for Greek cuisine. Rounding out the top 10, of course, number 1 is Greek. We'll start from 5, which is Portuguese, Spanish, Mexican, Italian, and then Greek. 6 through 10 goes from Turkish, Indonesian, French, Japanese, and coming in at number 10 is just Chinese food. And it comes back again for 12 because you get hungry. Number 12 as well.
You order the number 12 and you're
the number
hungry?
12 and you get it back as well. So those cuisines, I think Greek and I'm an Italian fan. Oh my
Top
God.
3, 100%.
Greece was the best food I've ever had in my entire life.
That's what you like.
I
Honeymoon,
love-
right?
The food over there was phenomenal, and you didn't walk out of there feeling heavy or greasy or dirt. Like
Right.
we had a lady on the cruise with us who had like a joint disorder or whatever. She goes, "Oh, by the end of this, I'm not going to be able to walk." She was still dancing her butt off at the end because of the way the food was
What does
made.
that
they
say
also like
about
liquor.
the preservatives
Yeah.
and
Oh,
the seed
100%.
oils and everything that are in our
100%.
foods
Yeah.
that are not over in Europe? Yeah.
Well, it's Greek to me, right?
It
that's
is.
That's where it came from because I'm eating me Italian.
Have you been there? Used to be a restaurant, and I don't know if it's still here, but it's called the I think it's called the deli or the cafe, and you walk in and it's Greek food, and he goes, "Hello, friend,
okay.
welcome, friend."
I love that. Yeah, which is part of Italian as well as Greek. Obviously, is that it's a family thing, and you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
You can understand that, and you're going to enjoy it.
Sure.
Right? All right, we have got some more. We have more rather coming up a little bit later on. We're going to be talking to Maggie Moon about a mind diet, which is interesting. So find out about that.
We have a theme going on with the
I
show.
think so. Let's go get some Greek food. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more after this.